Welcome back everybody once again to the Reverb Lounge. This is NWA, Los Angeles Wrestling. I am your host James Lewis and we have an action-packed hour ahead of us. In our main event, we will see NWA United States Championship Tournament action when Adam Cole takes on Tomosso Ciampa. But up first, we have got tag team action when we see Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson team up for the first time in NWA, Los Angeles Wrestling, to take on the team of Ross and Marshall Von Erich. And here we go, Marshall and Ross Von Erich picking up their first win last week here on LAW, knocking off Red Dragon, injuring Bobby Fish in the course of that matchup. Well, wait a minute here! Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era attacking Marshall and Ross Von Erich. And God, cut away from this. God damn it, no! Ladies and gentlemen, Marshall and Ross Von Erich are in no condition to compete here. They're being held to the back, and we're going to move ahead onto our next contest. And I'm being told that our impromptu contest will feature the Machine, Brian Cage, in singles action. Stick with us here, ladies and gentlemen. NWA representative Ricky Steamboat scrambling to put this match together here. In the ring we see Mascara Dorado, a longtime mainstay of the CMLL promotion in Mexico. And his opponent is the undefeated Machine, Brian Cage. We apologize for not bringing you the scheduled tag team action. Our understanding is Marshall and Ross Von Erich not being cleared to compete here tonight at all. Ricky Steamboat scrambling to find opponents for Anderson and Gallows. Managed to put this one together on the fly. Brian Cage defeated Ricochet in episode 2, 3 weeks ago here. Hungry for competition. Looking to leave his mark on Los Angeles Wrestling. Has been incredibly successful at doing that thus far. And you know, there's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of myths surrounding the Machine. Join us later tonight as we take a look behind the curtain at the man behind the Machine. Uncaged, the story of Brian Cage, coming up here later tonight. But now, we see what happens in between those ropes. Oh, Dorado just thrown off. Brian Cage picks his spot. Oh, and a backbreaker. And just throws him over the top. Standing fallaway slam. Throws away Mascara Dorado. And, drives him back into the mat. Oh, folds him inside out with that discus clothesline. Brian Cage making a point here. Scoops him up. Oh, Dorado right back to his feet. Oh, misses with that super kick. And again, and even more vicious the second time. And Dorado looked like he might have been getting back into this. Just gets shrugged off into the ropes, and now reverse Alabama slam all the way from the outside. The force, the velocity that he hit the mat with, courtesy of Cage. Oh, this is not a good day at the office for Dorado. Cage to the second rope. Oh! Cage capable of using the ring to assist in his superhuman offense. Oh! Spins him out. Brian Cage soaking it in. Mascara Dorado hopelessly outmatched here. And the Cage scoops him up behind. And here it is. Weapon X drops him. Goes for the cover. That is it. Dorado is out. Brian Cage with the impressive victory here this week. Continues his winning ways here. Going 2-0 here in Los Angeles Wrestling. And you gotta wonder who, if anyone, can stop the machine. And once again, join us later as we take a look behind the curtain for Uncaged, the Brian Cage story. And up next, we have more singles action when we see Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath, take on Scott Dawson of the Revival. Dawson looking to avenge Dash Wilder's loss last week. Drew looking to mark up another win. And here we go. The Revival, thus far unsuccessful in their outings in the NWA. Looking to turn that around here tonight. Scott Dawson may be out of his element in singles action, however. But these two are like animals backed into a corner. The more desperate they get, the more vicious and more violent they will become. Very competent wrestlers. Extremely dangerous individuals. All the more dangerous when they are together, and Dash Wilder is at ringside. Wilder unsuccessful in his attempt against Drew McIntyre last week. And here we go. Here comes Drew McIntyre. Dawson looks ready, but you have to wonder if he really is. Drew McIntyre, a veritable giant of a man. If he connects with that Claymore, it will be a short night for Scott Dawson. Drew McIntyre certainly looks ready here tonight, but he may be underestimating the Revival. On the other hand, the Revival just might be underestimating Drew McIntyre. Here we go. Dash Wilder might be ringside, but Dawson cannot tag him in. He's got to do this one alone. Drew catches him in that side headlock. Takes him over. Dawson, a proficient wrestler, but most of his experience has been in the tag team division. That leaves him at... Oh! Disadvantage here as Drew hits that massive belly to belly suplex. Oh, it just throws him out of that suplex. Side Russian leg sweep. And now Dash Wilder getting involved, drawing Drew McIntyre's attention. Dawson rolls him up. Drew caught off guard, distracted by Wilder, kicks out at 1-all the same. Oh, just lays him out. Drew lets Wilder know He has not been successful, and the pile driver dropping Dawson right on the top of his head, but Dawson able to roll him up. Only good for a 1 count. Drew McIntyre very aware of his ring presence. Oh! Has those veteran instincts. Will not be caught off guard that easily. Has maintained firm control here since the opening. Dawson not able to really get anything going. But you can see as the Revival become more desperate, they become more dangerous. Oh, and a massive gutbuster. McIntyre surveys the scene. Oh, and now just laying in those shots. Oh, Scott Dawson laid out. Dash Wilder washes on. His partner not doing well here. Oh, and again, Drew just laying in the shots. Drew McIntyre wanted to leave an impression here. Oh! And may have left an impression of his knee on the side of Dawson's head. And here it is, the future shock DDT jamming the spine down. And Dawson laid out. Drew McIntyre successful once again here in Los Angeles Wrestling, going 2-0. Both wins at the expense of the Revival. Drew McIntyre has marked himself as one to watch here. Made it look easy against two of the best in the world. And join us now as we go to an NWA special report. And it is official. The Clash of the Champions Tour 2020 is coming your way. On July 11th, we go to Uniondale, New York City, where Revolt Pro Wrestling takes the reins. On the 18th of July, we go to Anaheim, California for Los Angeles Wrestling. But on the 4th of July from Memphis, Tennessee, we will see the best of the best from both promotions go head to head on a night where we will crown 6 new NWA champions. You can see all this and more exclusively on the Kayfabe Network. And action rolls on.
Hail! Cancer!
On here, ladies and gentlemen, we have got action from the women's division when we see Kacy Catanzaro take on Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae, one of the most successful wrestlers in Los Angeles Wrestling. Can she continue her winning ways tonight? Or will Kacy Catanzaro prove why she is here? And here we go. Kacy Catanzaro, unsuccessful in her debut outing against Tainara Conti. Went the right way about this, requesting a contest with Candice LeRae. Candice accepting. This young lady, supremely athletic, almost always at a size disadvantage, has learned how to use that to her advantage. Certainly seems capable of more than what we've seen, but here comes Candice wrestling. Candice LeRae has been able to accumulate the best win-loss record of anybody in the NWA. Not only undefeated, but also active nearly every week that we have run shows. Candice, an absolute favourite of the crowd here in the Reverb Lounge. Looking to go 4-0 against Kacy Catanzaro here tonight. And here we go. Kacy gets the better of Candice there. Candice shoots her off. Drops down. Leapfrog. Leapfrog. And Kacy holds onto the ropes. And they lock up again. Kacy gets to go behind. Candice reverses it. Some wrestling action here, back and forth. These two extremely respectful of each other. Again, in these situations, Kacy Catanzaro at the disadvantage because of that size. Oh, but Candice, oh! Tilt-a-whirl DDT may have put it away early here, but Kacy Catanzaro kicks out, refusing to go down easy. Oh, now catches her. Oh! Unique offense. Kacy Catanzaro, extremely athletic, a former Ninja Warrior USA winner. Oh, and Candice once again showing that she is no slouch. Planting Kacy right on her head. Oh, and the neck breaker. And these two of the best athletes in the world. Oh. Back and forth in this athletic contest. They respect each other, but they will do what they need to do to pick up the win here. And Candice once again, tornado DDT. Candice picking a game plan and sticking with it. Kacy Catanzaro using that crucifix to take the momentum back here. And, oh, but misses the drop kick. Oh, big body slam. A misstep from either lady could finish it here. Kacy, oh, misses with that knee. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Candice priming her up top. Oh, and that missile dropkick connects. Kacy Catanzaro laid out. She is in trouble here. Referee comes in. One only good for a 1 count. Kacy, so much heart and determination. Realizes that losses cannot be taken easily here. Especially when she already has one under her belt. Candice working that arm. Candice working the arm and head. Could be setting up for that Gargano escape. We've seen her use that hold to great success here. Kacy catches her coming in. Oh, and uses the momentum to flip her. Now Kacy Catanzaro's got to build on this. And once again catches her by the head. Spins her out with that flying head scissors. Oh, got her leg caught. Oh, and takes out the leg. Candice LeRae doubled over there. Kacy Catanzaro cannot give her time to recover. Gets taken over with that fireman's carry. Steps out of the way and oh, but lays onto her. Laying in those punches. Kacy Catanzaro can smell victory. Getting ever closer. These two respect each other. But, oh, look at this. Oh, catches her. Kacy Catanzaro. This is that superior athleticism we talked about. And she is building momentum here. Candice LeRae's winning streak could be in trouble. Oh, but wait a minute, catches her. Oh, and that gory special! Oh. Laid her out flat. This could be it here. But Kacy Catanzaro refusing to be put away. Well, if that determination from this young lady knows a win over Candice LeRae could put her right into title contention. Oh! Oh, and now Candice catches her in the middle rope, neck breaker! Avalanche neck breaker lays out Kacy Catanzaro. And that's all she wrote. Candice LeRae going 4-0 here. Kacy Catanzaro with the valiant effort, but was outmatched on this night. And oh, wait a minute here! Kelly Klein! That is Kelly Klein. We saw her make her debut on After Dark on Friday night. And she has just laid out everybody here. Kelly Klein making a statement at the expense of Candice LeRae and Kacy Catanzaro. And what a statement she has made here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. We have found tag team opponents for Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. And we take this one to the ring here. And here come Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows, scheduled to face the Von Erichs at the top of the show here. The Undisputed Era having other plans, attacking the Von Erichs. The Von Erichs in no condition to compete here tonight, not being medically cleared. The Undisputed Era demanding an apology for injuring Bobby Fish last week, their behaviour becoming increasingly reprehensible. And then we have these two men, no strangers to reprehensible acts. We're about to find out who has signed on to face these two men in tag team competition. Karl Anderson no longer in the United States Championship tournament. These men could be looking to make their statement, to mark out their spot at the top of the tag division. Oh my! And it's Cedric Alexander. Cedric, no stranger to open challenges, attempted to take on Moose this past Friday night on After Dark. Cedric unsuccessful in that endeavour, having his own issues in recent weeks with Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Unsuccessful in singles action against Karl Anderson thanks to the interference of Luke Gallows. This Luke Gallows in-ring debut. Cedric showing no fear, taking the ring for his own. Luke Gallows cedes it to him. And Cedric's tag team partner, it's the one and only Ricochet, the other man wrapped up in this issue with Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And tonight we will see the tag team debut. Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, good friends in real life. Can that translate to in between those ropes? Both of these men superior athletes. Answering the call here tonight, the Von Erichs, unable to compete in our scheduled tag team contest. Ricochet, who still is active in the United States Championship tournament, has his spot booked in the semi-finals against Johnny Gargano. That matchup coming in a couple of weeks here on LAW. But tonight, Ricochet turns his attention, teams with his friend and now tag team partner Cedric Alexander to take on the combined forces of Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And if their singles contests from the past couple of weeks have been anything to go by, this ought to get interesting fast, and here we go. They lock up. Cedric takes the advantage. Anderson able to use mind games and trickery to come out on top in all of his early contests. Last week, Ricochet putting an end to that, advancing over Karl Anderson. But of course, Anderson with that fake show of sportsmanship after the match, attacking Ricochet from behind, looked to do more damage with a chair when Cedric came to his aid. Slap to the face, such disrespect from Karl Anderson. Oh. Cedric with all the momentum in the early going. Karl taking it back here. Now back and forth. Each man looks to get that edge. Oh, and that could do it! Massive spin kick. Cedric. That was a 3-pointer. Oh, and a Northern Light suplex. Lays him out. Only good for a 1 count. This one likely to be more of a marathon than a sprint. Oh, and Cedric came up short on that Itsuguri. Oh, and hangs him up on the top rope. Going for that cover. Could be too early. Yep, only good for a 1 count. Cedric Alexander has not had luck in our singles divisions here. Here comes Ricochet. Oh, Anderson thought he could powerbomb him. Ricochet able to slip down behind. Could the combined forces of Ricochet and Cedric turn Cedric's fortunes here in LAW? Ricochet with that kick to the head. Oh, now rolls through, scoops him up. Catches the head and drops it across the knee. And Anderson laid out, jarring all of his weight down across his neck and shoulders. Now Ricochet, primed, looking to get him to his feet and drops off into a Hurricane Rana. Hooks the legs. Oh, and that was only a 2 count. You see big Luke Gallows in the corner of your screen. He is anxious to make his debut here in this company. And could we see it? And yes, Anderson makes the tag. And here comes big Luke Gallows, official for the first time, and wipes out Ricochet with that big boot. Ricochet cuts him off. Shot to the midsection. Gallows barely moving. Oh, and now uses the ropes for the leverage he needed to connect with the face of Gallows. Oh, and a running senton. Gallows may have overlooked. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh! Ricochet able to carry the entire weight of Luke Gallows there. And now we see... Oh my... Dragon attack halfway across the ring. Luke Gallows finding out what it's like to be in that ring with Ricochet. It's a whole lot different than distracting from the outside. Oh, and eats that super kick. Gallows in a world of hurt and a massive cutter. Ricochet showing why he is a world-class superstar. Oh. To the corner. There we see the tag. Here comes Cedric. Oh, and a snapmare. Oh, and a kick to the back. Nice tag team consistency there from Ricochet and Cedric. And here comes Anderson. Oh, and he eats the neck breaker. Cedric and Ricochet on fire here tonight. So much to prove. Anderson Gallows not expecting these. Scheduled, of course, to face the Von Erichs. Marshall and Ross taken out by the Undisputed Era. Cedric and Ricochet volunteering to step in. once again. Oh, Anderson reversing it. Eats the boot to the face. Cedric scoops him up, lays him out flat. Karl Anderson laid out. Alexander and Ricochet. Looking like they've got something to prove here tonight. And look at this now. Double DDT. And using the legs. Oh! Massive German suplex. The tag team consistency from Ricochet and Alexander off the charts here tonight. These two men in their debut outing as a team. Drop Soul takes out Anderson. Anderson and Gallows, no time to prepare for this combination. As Ricochet draws the proverbial line in the sand. Gallows and Anderson. Schedule, oh, and look at this. Ricochet letting Gallows know he's ready for him too. Could we see? Yes! Gallows makes the tag. And here we go, Ricochet. Springboard back elbow, lays out Gallows. Gallows and Anderson prepared to face Marshall and Ross Von Erich here tonight. The Von Erichs known for their strength and their ground game. Nothing at all like Ricochet, who just hit a standing shooting star and boom! And a shooting star from the top rope. That could be all she wrote for Gallows, but here comes Anderson. And the pin is broken. And a Ricochet springboards out. Oh, flips him head over heels with that drop, that DDT. And now Gallows to the corner. Ricochet ducks under. Oh, and a knee to the face. Another knee to the face. And a Ricochet. Standing shooting star pushed into position by his tag team partner. But here comes Anderson. Oh, and Anderson breaks the pinfall. Ricochet in. Ricochet catches him. And another springboard DDT. Cedric rolls out Gallows in the ring. Cedric up top. Cedric hits the frog splash. Could that be it? Has Cedric done enough to reverse his fortunes here? And yes, he has. Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, successful in their debut outing as a tag team. And what a coup it is that they defeated one of the world's greatest tag teams in Gallows and Anderson to do that. I see a bright future for these two if they stick together here in Los Angeles Wrestling.
Bro.
And now it is time for our main event. NWA United States Championship Tournament action as we see the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, take on the Sicilian psychopath, Tomosso Ciampa. These men know each other extremely well, faced each other across several promotions, but what will happen when they clash here tonight? Here we go, Tomosso Ciampa making his approach to the ring first. This one will not be for the faint at heart. Tomosso Ciampa, Adam Cole, they know each other so very well. Their careers intersecting time and time again. From Ring of Honor to NXT to Outlaw. And now, in Los Angeles Wrestling, they cross one more time. This time, for the right to go to the semi-finals of the NWA United States Championship Tournament. The importance of NWA Championship gold not lost on either man. Tomosso Ciampa, as unsavory an individual as you're likely to find, but channels that and uses it to great effect in the ring. Unpredictable, dangerous. These are words that could be used to describe this man. But tonight he faces the leader of the Undisputed Era. Neither man gaining a clear advantage, relatively even in their wins and losses from the times they have competed. Comes down to who is the better man on the night. It makes you wonder, who will the better man be tonight? And here we go, Adam Cole making his way to the ring. Adam Cole making the walk by himself. Backed only by the fans here in the Reverb Lounge. Bobby Fish suffering an injury last week. Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly ejected from the building after their uncalled for assault of the Von Erichs at the top of our show here. Adam Cole, Tomosso Ciampa, both men undefeated. That will change here tonight. Only one of these men can advance. Adam Cole has the fans here in the Reverb Lounge eating out of the palm of his hand. Adam Cole with quite the cult following despite his nefarious tactics. And here we go. The Sicilian psychopath taking on the leader of the era, and they tie up. Ciampa gets the better of it. Cole slips behind. Back and forth they go. Side headlock. Ciampa back to his feet. Cole shoots him off. Oh, and a big back body drop. Oh. Ciampa moving before Cole could connect with that knee. Once again into the tie-up. Cole gets that top wrist lock. Sweeps the legs. And for that kick, Ciampa moved. Oh, and sweeps the legs himself. Goes for the early cover. And Cole kicks out of one. Ciampa hooks Phil's legs into a clover leaf with the knee driven into the back. Oh, but too early in the contest here, Adam Cole able to roll out of it. Shoves him off into the turnbuckle and back into the tie-up. Cole throwing Ciampa off. Ciampa back. Oh! Super kick right to the midsection. Takes him out, goes to follow up with the kick. Ciampa rolls out of the way. Adam Cole seems to have taken advantage here in the early goings. Oh! Just like that, Ciampa can turn things around. You can never take your eyes off the prize when you're in there with the Sicilian psychopath. Oh! Vicious chop. takes advantage once again. Both of these men thus far undefeated. Showing how that is here. Cole using the turnbuckle to great effect. Hooks him, gets him up. Oh, and the Ghostbuster drops him on the crown of his head across the knee. But Ciampa, too much left in the tank, rolls the shoulder. Oh, takes out the leg. Drops the knee pad. Oh! Ciampa ducked. That could have been it. The last call drops him out across the knee. Adam Cole going for the finish. Ciampa reverses it. Only good for a 2 count. And this one continues. Like we said, these two men know each other inside and out. Ciampa knew exactly when he needed to drop. And drops that knee from the top rope halfway across the ring. The velocity and force that he came down with, and locks in the Fujiwara armbar. And wrenches it in. Adam Cole, does he have anywhere to go with this? And yes, Adam rolls him off. Holding on to that arm though, the damage could be done here. Went for that kick to the midsection. Ciampa once again hooks him up. And lays him out. Oh, wait a minute here. The Era have been ejected from the building. What's going on here? Ciampa looking towards the... No, Ciampa, look back at Adam. No, Cole is back on his feet. Gets behind him. And Adam Cole able to take advantage of the situation. Super kick. Adam Cole launching Ciampa into the air and eats the super kick on the way down. Adam Cole using production crew here. And no, not like this. And Adam Cole not able to get the job done. Tomosso Ciampa kicks out at 2. Tomosso Ciampa showing guts and determination. Adam Cole trying to use the cheap tactic. No. Oh! Lifting him up in that rack and then laying him out at the front. Tomosso Ciampa takes the lead here. And this could be Ciampa's path to the semi-finals. And now Ciampa's turn to aim it. Oh! Drives that knee into the side of the skull of Adam Cole. Adam Cole may be unconscious. And this is it. No! Adam Cole kicking out at 2. Somehow still in this. On his feet, throwing punches here. Knocks Ciampa to the corner. Oh, now Cole using that turnbuckle. Ciampa laid out. Adam Cole somehow hanging on here. Both of these men, they know exactly how important that NWA gold is. Cole missing once again. This time he blocks him. And the back and forth ends with Ciampa nailing Cole with that lariat-like clothesline. With Ciampa up top. And hits that crossbody clean. Covers him up from it. Only good for a 2 count. Adam Cole able to kick out. And Ciampa drops the elbow. But the referee is taking a fall here. Unintentional as best we can tell. But now Cole fighting back. Lays Ciampa against those ropes. Oh, and now Ciampa dropping Adam Cole to the outside. And now Tomosso Ciampa making the ring his territory. Cole running him into the apron. No! Now Ciampa throwing Cole back in the ring. And connects with the elbow as Cole was climbing to his feet. Tomosso Ciampa could be closing in on victory here. Oh, and he catches him with that choke. That is the similar choke to the one Kelly Klein used on After Dark last week. Extremely effective. But Cole able to get to his feet. Oh, Ciampa lands on his. Cole boots him, hooks him, could be going for the Ghostbuster here. And Ciampa drops behind. And Ciampa drops him in the backbreaker. And that Ciampa following up with punches right to the face. Ciampa knows that victory is near. He can smell it. Oh, and a massive knee in the corner. Oh, and a shot. Now Cole is down and he is in trouble. Tomosso Ciampa takes a hold of him. He's up against the ropes here. Oh, and an elevated flatliner. And Cole could be done. Tomosso Ciampa lines it up once again. Oh, and another knee to the side of the head. This one is over. And not again. Oh, come on. This is too much. We've already seen this cheap tactic. Go on. No, wait a minute. In the ring. Behind Ciampa. Roderick Strong has made his way back into the building. And hooks him up on the end of Heartache. Tomosso Ciampa taken out by Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong was ejected from the building. Adam Cole crawls across and gets the cover. Then Adam Cole has advanced in the NWA United States Championship Tournament. But he did not do it the honourable way. Roderick Strong winning this match for Adam Cole. But Adam Cole will still advance to the semi-finals. And Roderick Strong may have hell to pay once Tomosso Ciampa is back on his feet. But for now, Adam Cole is the winner, and that is the story here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for. Thank you for joining us here tonight on the Kayfabe Network for NWA Los Angeles Wrestling. I have been your host, James Lewis, and join us again on Friday night for LAW After Dark for recap, analysis, and a preview of next week's show, along with exclusive action. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody, and good night from the Reverb Lounge.
Today, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist moves the hands of the Doomsday Clock. It is 100 seconds to midnight. The Doomsday Clock.
The Doomsday Clock. The Doomsday Clock.
He slammed one guy's face through a front store window.
It was the scariest,
He just started
most
laughing the
disturbing
entire
thing
time.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
All he said to the guy on the ground was, "Tick tock."